Hi all, welcome to WhatsSmokingBBQ. Today I'm going to cook a tri-tip. In Brazil they call this a maminha, in Dutch ezeltje. The normal way to cook is you season it a little bit, you cook it indirect and then you grill it up directly, so a reverse sear. And you bring the temperature up till that it is a medium rare or medium. That's not what I'm going to do today. Today I'm going to treat it as it is a brisket. What I will do is season it, go low and slow, around 100-110 Celsius or about 225 Fahrenheit. I'm going to let the bark set and smoke for about 3 hours. After that I'm going to wrap it. I don't know if I will use butcher paper or aluminum foil. After that has been in the aluminum foil, I will take up the temperature till about 205-ish. Celsius, that's about 93 to 95. Gonna probe it to feel if it's tender. If it is tender, I will leave it on the barbecue for about half an hour uncovered. I will take you through this step by step. To light my barbecue, I'm using those kind of guys. And for coals, I'm using quebracho. And for the smoking wood, I'm using smoky olive wood, holm-oak. And I will mix that with some cherry wood. Let's take it step by step together and start with prepping my tri-tip by putting some rub on it. What I will use for rub is Killer Hawk's Barbecue TX brisket rub. I'll put in my fire starters. Open the bottom vent, and that will take about 15 minutes before it's heated up. To keep my knife sharp, I have a stone, Arkansas stone from Smith. Just go over it a few times, back and forward, and it's ready to go. Put this to the side. Let it dry a little bit. I'm not going to cut a lot away, just those loose hanging stuff. And on the other side, check if there is some silver skin left on it. I'm just adding enough oil so the seasoning will stick. Another part. Skin. No. There was quite a bit of a silver skin here. Put some oil on this side as well. I'm using vegetable oil, you can use olive oil. You can also use Worcestershire sauce or whatever you please. Pat it in, don't rub it in. Gonna cover the fat side, though it will not really penetrate the meat very deeply. Still will give some bark and some flavor. you can see, I added the smoking wood. Put my deflector plate, drip pan, and the grill grate. Let it come up to temperature till it's about 100 or 200 Fahrenheit, and I'm going to place my meat on it. And of course I'm going to add my thermometer close to the meat. I'm gonna add my meat on here. And say bye-bye for another 3 hours. Right, let's see how it is. It's in for an hour and a half approximately. Bark is starting to set a little bit on the dry side. I'm gonna spritz it. In case you're wondering what kind of spritz I'm using half apple juice, half apple cider vinegar, and a little bit of Jack Daniels. Okay, let's check out the beef. It's been in for about 3.5 hours. You can see the crust has formed. Time to wrap it. I'm going to wrap it in butcher's paper. Try to show you the other side, mahogany brownish. I'm going to put the thermometer in the thickest part. And with the thermometer I'm going to monitor it till it's 93 to 95 Celsius or around 205 Fahrenheit. And in the meantime I will get a beer, Vicaris winter beer. Does not look cold because I'm wearing short sleeves, but it's getting quite cold, 10 degrees Celsius outside. But with my barbecue in here, it's quite nice. It's a dark winter beer, malty, spicy. Cheers. Very good. And in case you're wondering why butcher's paper and not foil, when it's a short cook it does not really matter which of the two you take. Mind you that in foil it will steam a little bit more. The crust will dissipate a little bit quicker, while in butcher's paper it can breathe. And what it does is make sure that the crust stays a bit more intact. And also if you still have some smoke or other influences going around in your barbecue, it will still absorb them, versus foil, it won't absorb anything through it. So pick your choice and do what you feel is best for your cook, because there is no wrong or right in this. Same with the fat cap up and down and a lot of other stuff that you're maybe hear about, like what kind of wood, what kind of spices. It's your cook, your way, and if you like it, you like it, and that's the way to go for you. Maybe you can experiment around a little bit, but ultimately a barbecue is a barbecue, and grilling is grilling. And ultimately it does not really matter, like as long as something comes off the barbecue, it's not burnt, it's tender, it's juicy, it will still all be good, you know. Right, let's see how far this done. Because package, it's very juicy. Oh, yeah. Like butter. I'll take it off. Let's see how the bad boy looks like. Oh yeah, that looks very good. Put it right on the barbecue again, so it can stiffen up a little bit, make the bark a little bit more crispy. Okay, the bark is set. I'm gonna take it off on a tri-tip and place it in my tray on the juices that I dripped in earlier. Cover it with a towel, and why a towel? It will prevent the crust to get moisty again. I'll let it rest for at least 45 minutes so all the juices can absorb inside and the muscles can relax again. Right, let's see the inside. I'll cut against the grain. Mind you that the tri-tip changes direction. It goes like this, and then it goes like this. So slicing against the grain, trying to slice it thinly. As you can see, it's really like a brisket. Pulls apart very easy. Very tasteful too. Let's dress up a bread. And I'll try to give you guys a close-up shot so you can see the smoke ring. As you can see, here is quite a smoke ring. What I will do is toast my bread. For my dressing I'm using a sweet and sour carrot with cabbage, pickled jalapenos and sweet and sour pickles. I'm gonna also use some cheese on top with that can melt. My buns are toasted. Just like this. And the meat. There's quite some fat in it. I like it. If you don't, you can cut it off. Alright. And now for a pickle. I'm going to slice that bad boy up. And then I'm going to add a couple of chunks of jalapeno. Usually I'll put this first over the meat, and then I'm going to put my cheese, close the bun, and put it back in the barbecue, let it melt, or let the cheese melt. Right, That's it. Okay, that's it. Let's see how it is. Very, very good and recommendable to make. If you like a brisket bun, I'm sure you'll like this as well. Mine is very good. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.